Hi, Colleen. Just a quick overview and demo of the platform. Probably this is the home screen we're on, and probably the first thing to look at is the body of knowledge. So if I click on body of knowledge, here we have the opportunity to search or to navigate through the body of knowledge of the organization capability maturity framework. And at every level, you can look at the various traits and development focus. So, looking here, we can see the four dynamic indices. So let's take a look at, for example, we have two dynamics in the productive dynamic, and for these dynamics, we can look at the various traits and development focus at each level of maturity. Uh, if we look at the work construct, for example, we can see there are six constructs for work, and for each construct, we can take a look at the development path in the terms of traits and what the development focus would be. Um, Some users find it quite useful. We can search, for example, let's say agile, and we want to search the construct level. So if we go back here and search, uh, it'll bring up anywhere agile is mentioned in the body of knowledge. So that's just a quick, simple look at the body of knowledge, and I mean it's fairly easy to navigate and to search. Of course, the other area that we want to look at is the assessment. That's the other important area. In this particular account I logged into, you can see the plans that you can purchase and the different types of assessment here. I have actually got a credit here to build a focused diagnostic assessment. So that's a diagnostic assessment, which is one question per construct for up to five dynamics and up to 20 participants. So if I purchase that, I can press build assessment, and it will take me to my self configuration assessment builder. And at the top, it will tell me how I'm progressing through setting up this assessment. So let's say in this scenario, I just want to look at cognition, which would cover the whole area of decision making and leadership in the organization. So I'm only selecting two dynamics, even though I could select up to five. That's the way the plans are designed at the moment. The next thing I'm requested to do is enter the title of the assessment, and then a description which will be used in any communications. There is a standard email that goes out with each assessment, and in this scenario, I might add some local text. This is a special assessment. And then the date we want the assessment to expire on. So we will open the assessment, and then we will set a date to expire. We also can enter a report password. As you'll see in the next stage, we can invite people who are maybe not participants, but perhaps senior managers, to be able to just access the report, and we give them a password. So once we've done that, we can now invite participants. Okay. So I'll put my name in there. We can also decide whether the participant can see the report in real time after they submit. Um, so we can add a participant just like that. We can add another participant if we want. We can delete a participant. We can add report viewers, and then we can save that and come back and edit it, and then we can publish it, and that sends the invitation to the participants with a link, and it sends the invitation to reviewers with a unique secure link so they can view progress. For the sake of this demo, I'm going to go to an assessment I'd pre-set up here. So this assessment is the link will bring the participant to the assessment page. And in this assessment, we have one model level question, we've one dynamic level question, and we've one diagnostic construct question. And as you can see, this particular user cannot see the report. They don't have the permissions to see the report. This mightn't go because it's past the end date, so I can't take this assessment because it's past the end date. But here's another assessment I set up this morning. So it's a diagnostic assessment, and it's two dynamics selected: cognition and strategy. And it's very straightforward. The users are asked to select the statement that best represents their view of the organization for each of the constructs. They can indicate how important they view that construct, and they can give some information that supports the basis for their answer. And it's fairly quick and straightforward to take, and then they can submit at the end. In this case, this is an open survey, so people would put their name in. It's by survey code. This wouldn't show where they have received a link because they're already identified as a participant. And let me see if we have a quick report overview. So here's an example of a report. We have, it's that most recent assessment. So here you can see visually for each of the constructs what the measured maturity level is, and at overall it will tell you that this is an overall score for cognition of 5, and these are the traits, and this is the development focus for that level. We can look at the list of participants and any information they put in. And we can also look at the guidance on each of the constructs for the measured maturity level in place. So we see the traits of each of the measured. So for example, let's just look at communications. Communications is at level 4. So this will be the traits, and this will be the development guidance for the level 4 in the communications construct. So that's a really quick overview. Oh, sorry. Yes, yeah. I think you've seen everything now. That's a quick overview, and when you come to go to the system yourself, you should be able to use it fairly easily.